Hello readers, it's Sasha, and today I'm doing something a little bit different than what I would typically do, and that is the "Do I have that book trope?" tag. This challenge, I guess, was created by the lovely Robbie over at And His Nose Stuck in a Book. I'll link his channel and the original down below. I really wanted to do this ever since that I saw he did it, and I think it was back in November, but I kind of took a hiatus, and so I just had a lot of videos planned up for when I got back. So now I'm finally getting the chance to do this, and I'm ready. So essentially the idea of the challenge is that there are 20 different challenges, and you have to see if you have a book that fits along with that book trope. So I've got all of the challenges on my trusty computer, so we are just going to start, and I think his time to beat was like 7 minutes and 28 seconds. I don't think I'm going to beat those because I haven't really looked at the questions. I just copied and pasted them from his video, so I don't know what the questions are, but it's gonna be fun. I don't really care about beating a time, I just think it'll be fun. So let's start now. Okay, so the first is a love triangle, a book featuring a character with two love interests. And that's easy. Hunger Games. Enemies to Lovers, a book featuring two characters that begin as enemies and then turn into lovers. Bone Carrier's Moon. The Chosen One, a book featuring a character destined to save everyone / the world. Where is it? Shadow and Bone. Found Family, a book showing characters creating a chosen family from friends and those closest to them. Okay, contemporaries are over here. Aha! I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. Grey Morality, a book featuring characters that don't appear either good or bad. I don't know! Oh my god. Okay, I'll skip that one for now. The next one is competitions, games, or tournaments, a book featuring one of these as a core element directly involving the characters. Okay, so I could pick an easy one, but I already picked that, so I can't pick it again. I think this will count. The Night Circus. Sibling rivalry, a book that contains siblings pit against each other. Ooh, aha! Haha! Revenge plot, a book that contains a character / characters whose motivation is fueled by revenge. Revenge plot, revenge plot. Like, I can think of ones that I like have on my Kindle, but it doesn't count. Okay, we'll go back to that one as well. Here Comes the Cavalry, a book that just when your protagonist is going to lose, here comes the unexpected help. Oh my god, so that definitely feels like a fantasy. Okay, yeah, I guess I could definitely... that. The Dark Lord, a book containing a character who appears to be doing evil for evil's sake. The Orphan protagonist, a book featuring a character whose parents are either dead before or at the beginning of the book. Every fantasy. Okay, we'll go with this one. Okay, next is The Quest, a book featuring the main protagonist going on a journey for a particular goal. I think this would count, even though I haven't read it yet, so we'll see. Friends to Lovers, a book featuring two characters who have a friend dynamic who eventually develop a romance. I'll go with this one. The Book Loving Character, a book featuring a character who loves reading books. I know I have some. I know I do. Oh my god, this is actually really difficult. My hand is getting tired. I'll go with this, just because I think maybe the character does. Amnesia, a book featuring a character, normally the protagonist, who suffers from amnesia. Yes, queen. Magic School, a book featuring a school setting of the magical variety. I don't want to pick the one that everybody's thinking of. I don't want to pick the one that everybody's thinking of. I don't want to pick the one that everybody's thinking of. Because... no. Okay, I will, but nobody will see what it is. So what? No, who, what, where? The Bad Boy Character, a book featuring a character who's bad, brooding, acting character, most commonly paired with a sad, tragic backstory. Where is it? This'll do. Resurrection, a book that features a character who you thought was dead is back again. Oh god, okay. Character, oh my god, yes. Okay. A redemption arc, a book featuring a character who is previously a bad / evil character who wants to change. Oh my god. Yes. And forbidden love / romance, a book featuring a romance that shouldn't work. Okay. Let's see. Yes, okay. Oh my god, my cat's using her scratch post for the first time in her life. That's exciting. Okay, Gray Morality, a book featuring characters that don't appear either good or bad. Struggling. Gray Morality. God, I don't know. The other one is Revenge Plot, a book that contains a character/characters whose motivation is fueled by revenge. Okay, let me see what I have here. Yes. Okay, this is Revenge Plot, and okay, Gray Morality, a book who has a morally gray character. Why am I not thinking of any? Oh my god, why is this so difficult? Okay, morally gray. I've already surpassed the time, and I feel so stupid. I'm going to go with... this one might actually work. Okay, let's look at this stopwatch and see. Oh, no. So it is 10 minutes and 7 seconds and 48 milliseconds that it took me to find all the books. So I did not beat Robbie's time, which is kind of disappointing. But let's just go through all of the books that I chose. So for a love triangle or a main character with more than one love interest, I chose The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Obviously, oh, there's a sticker. Oh, that's not gonna come off easily. Okay, obviously there is a main character, Katniss, who has Gale and Peeta both vying for her attention. Next was Enemies to Lovers, and for that I chose Bon Carr's Moon by Catherine Purdy because ALS was supposed to be killing Bastien, and Bastien was supposed to be killing ALS, but then they start to form a relationship. So obviously this works. The next one was The Chosen One. For that I chose Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. Obviously, what's her name? Alina is the chosen one. She has a... oh, that's beautiful. She has a power that she didn't know about that could save the kingdom and save the world around the kingdom. So this works. So next is Found Family, and the book I chose for that was I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. This is about a young non-binary person who finds new friends and a newfound family within their new friend group at a new school, and I just think this fits, so I used it. So the next one is Gray Morality, a book featuring morally gray characters, a character who you don't know if they're up to something good or something bad. And I chose, and then there were 4 by Nancy Werlin. There was one character named Caleb who I never could tell at first if he was actually a part of the good side or part of the bad side. So yeah, she fits. Next was Competitions, Games, or Tournaments, and I chose The Night Circus by, oh my god, by Erin Morgenstern. This has a competition between 2 magicians in it, kind of. It's weird, but yes, this does work. Next is Sibling Rivalry, a book that has 2 siblings pitted against one another. For this I chose Of Fire and Stars by Audrey Coulthurst because the main character in this book is vying for the attention of the princess, but she's supposed to be marrying the prince. So they're kind of pitted against each other because they both like this one girl. Next was Revenge Plot. For that I chose The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis because this book is about a girl who is fueled by revenge to kill her sister's murderer. So that's kind of why she does it, or that's why she's trying to do it. So yes. Next is Here Comes the Cavalry, a book where you feel like the main character is just about to lose, but then they don't and help arrives. For this I chose Fablehaven by Brandon Mull. This beautiful middle grade is about... what is it about? Okay, this beautiful middle grade is about this brother and sister who go move in with their grandparents for the summer, but they don't know that their grandparents own a secret haven for a bunch of magical creatures. And then one of the magical creatures gets loose and it's a shit show. And you think that they're gonna lose, like you think they're gonna lose. But then, because it's a 5-book series, a cavalry arrives. So the next one is The Dark Lord, a book where a character is doing evil for evil's sake, or seems to be. For this I chose Lady Midnight. If you've read it, you know exactly who I'm talking about. If you haven't, essentially, shit goes crazy. That's all you need to know. Next is The Orphan Protagonist, and for this it was just to pick a book where a character's parents were either dead at the beginning or before the novel started. So for this I chose Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. We don't actually know what happens to the main character's parents, but we can assume that they are dead because of things that happen. This is a workout. Okay. Next is The Quest, a book featuring characters who are going on a journey together type of situation. I chose Six of Crows. I've never read it, but from what I've seen on the booktube and book Twitter community, that seems like what this book is about, so I chose it. The next one was Friends to Lovers, a book with a friend dynamic that turns into a lover dynamic. And for that, I chose If There's No Tomorrow by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I don't really need to explain because that is what happens. The next one was The Book-Loving Character, and I feel like I kind of cheated on this one just a little bit, but that's okay. I chose Gone by Michael Grant because I feel like there is a really smart character named Astrid in this book, and I feel like she loves books, but I don't don't know if it's explicitly explained, but I just figured it works, so that's that. The next one was Amnesia, a book featuring a character who suffers through amnesia. For that, I'm choosing Don't Look Back by Jennifer L. Armentrout. There's a theme with the remainder of books, at least for some of them. But yeah, the main character has amnesia at the beginning of the book and starts to recover, but it's a slow process. Next is the magic school trope, but I don't want to show the book that I chose, but I think we all know which one I'm talking about. So at least I have it, but I don't want to show it. Next is the bad boy character. So it's a character who is all brooding and angsty and usually is paired with a tragic backstory. So for this, I chose The Problem with Forever by Jennifer L. Armentrout because the main boy in this story comes from a very sad background and he's all broody and angsty, and yes. Next is Resurrection, a book featuring a character who you thought was dead, but boom, now they're back again. So I ended up choosing Feed by, oh my god, I almost said Michael Grant. It's not. Feed by Mira Grant. And this book, I'm not going to go into depth about like what happens, but I guess I could have chosen the second or third book, but just it happens in the series. Next is the redemption arc, a character who seems very bad but is trying to change. For this I chose Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. If you don't know what this is about a girl who is essentially killed, but she keeps waking up the day of the murder and she's trying to change her ways because she was like a bad girl, like a mean girl. So yeah. And the last one is Forbidden Love, a book featuring a character who is in a relationship with another character and it's not supposed to work because it's forbidden. And that is Half-Blood by, you guessed it, Jennifer L. Armentrout. So I guess this book really doesn't have the romance, but again, it happens in the series Forbidden Love. And if you're looking to read the series, I don't want to spoil when the Forbidden Love actually happens. So yeah, so that is the Do I Have This Book Trope challenge created by Robbie. I don't know who I want to tag. I'll probably tag Darian over at Darian Reads, Rachel from Let Me in the Library, Amanda from Ginger Snap Reads, and that's probably it. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. I couldn't beat Robbie's time of 7 minutes, but I think 10 minutes is pretty good, so I'll keep that. And thank you again for tuning into this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. I do post twice a week, and until next time, bye readers!